All right, let's have some fun and let's actually start talking about how we can build agents with Databricks. I've navigated to 1.3, setting up the workspace. And what we're going to do in this lesson is we're going to get our data ready to go. We're going to create a vector search endpoint. We're also going to ensure that we have some data that is ready that we can use with our agentic system. Now, importantly, we need to select environment 4 in our serverless environment. To do that, I'm going to click on the environment button over here on the right-hand side. I'll drop open where it says base environment. I'll drop this open and ensure that it says standard v4. If it says something other than standard v4, you'll want to change that and then click on apply. I'll go ahead and click on my environment close dialog here. And what we're going to do is use serverless. So I'm going to drop this open and notice that I have serverless ready to go. I'll go ahead and select that. It'll start up and will be ready for us. Now, what we need to do first is I have a startup cell that we're going to use. This startup cell is going to configure a catalog for us, if it doesn't already exist, called DB Academy. Within that catalog, there's going to be a schema created called Get Started Agents, and then it's going to also create a volume called Customer Service. And you can see the SQL that is going to run those specific requirements and make it so that the catalog, the schema, and that volume are all configured for us. I'll go ahead and run that. I'll select Allow to allow for messages as needed, and I'm going to go ahead and just let that run. Now, what we need to do, I do have some setup files. Now, all the instructions are here. I'm going to go ahead and just follow these instructions, but do note, if you want, you can just look at the instructions, look at them for future reference as needed, and I am going to just go ahead and follow these instructions. What I need to do is over here in the workspace pane, which I have this workspace folder open already, I'll click on the parent folder, the left-facing arrow, and I'll click on data files. Now, data files, if I just click on that, notice that I have these files ready to go. Now, I don't actually have to do anything with the files themselves. I actually need the folder itself. So I'll click the left arrow. And what I want to do is click the three dot or kebab menu over here on the right-hand side. And I want to select download as zip, source, notebooks, and files only. I'll click on that, and all those data files are going to be zipped up and downloaded to my local machine. Now, I need to unzip those files. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and now I have these files ready to go. The next step is that I need to go to the left navigation. I'm going to right-click on the word catalog and select Open Link in a new tab. What this allows is for me to have two tabs open in my browser, one that has the instructions that we're looking at, and one that has the Catalog Explorer. I'll go ahead and click on Catalog Explorer. I'll click on that DB Academy catalog. Inside of there, I'll see the Get Started Agents schema, which I'll go ahead and click on now, and I'll click on the Customer Service volume. We need to upload those data files to this volume. So I'll click over here, upper right corner, upload to this volume. And what I'm going to do is just drop those files right here in the drop zone, or I could browse to them if I wished. And again, I'm going to do that off camera. It says upload 6 files. I'll go ahead and select upload. And what I'll do is just click on upload here. And we have all of those files and the actual folder itself that contains some data as well uploaded to this volume. I'm going to go ahead and let that go and return to the other tab. Now, what we can do with this is now that we have these files uploaded to this volume, we're going to go ahead and run another cell. This cell 7 here is going to perform a number of different actions. First of all, as we can see here, it's going to create a table for us. That table is going to be created in our DB Academy catalog, and in that Get Started Agent schema, it's going to be using the data files volume and is going to use a CSV file in there. We're going to see that as it's passed to this particular function. I'll then create a 3-level namespace name for the table. I'll read that data in as a CSV file with all of these specific options, and I'll write that to that table. I'll then create 3 tables using this function: customer service data, policies, and product docs. After that's done, what we're going to do is create a table that will be used as our vector index. And we'll talk about what a vector index is shortly. We'll use that same volume path, specifically looking for the data that is in the product docs indexed folder. The table itself is going to be called product docs index. And we're going to go ahead and do a spark.read. That data is in the Delta format. So we're going to load that from the volume and then write it out to that table that we'll use as that vector index. Now, in order to use that vector index, we do need to enable Delta's change data feed. So I'm going to issue an alter table command on that product docs index table, set the table properties, specifically the delta.enable change data feed to true, and that will then enable us to use that table as a vector search index.